guys, welcome back to my channel, Leia Loves. I am finally doing my second wintry / Christmassy video of the season, and it is my top favorite perfumes and fragrances for the winter. To kind of get into the spirit, I lit up this marshmallow fireside candle from Bath & Body Works. This is actually last year's label, so you may not be able to find this exact penguin one, which is such a shame because I think it's so cute. But actually, I hadn't even lit it until I sat down to film this video, and it smells so good. It's not super cloying because you get that kind of burnt wood smell along with the marshmallow, so it balances out really nicely, and it's super enjoyable, and it's filled the room, and it smells super good. So I'm kind of sad I wasted a year of my life without this, but I guess better late than never. I'd highly recommend it, but that's besides the point. Today we are going to be talking about these 6 fragrances here. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. I'm also going to kind of be discussing these in like categories of what I wear in the daytime in the winter versus what I wear in the nighttime, because my taste for winter daytime and winter nighttime are quite different. The first winter fragrance I have for the daytime is YSL's Black Opium. This is the newest fragrance in my collection. If you guys have seen my sampling 13 new scents or something like that, I'll link it down below, video, my most recent video, you will have seen this in it. It was a perfume sampler, kind of first impressions mini breakdown of each scent, and you get to pick one full size from the 13 samples, and I picked this one because I loved it so much and I thought it would be so perfect for the winter. This has incredible notes like coffee, vanilla, almond, orange blossom, licorice, I believe, all kinds of super yummy, sweet, rich notes. And it is just absolutely perfect for this time of year. The coffee is super strong, and I kind of get this like burnt caramel kind of vibe in the background, but that could just be like the type of coffee scent, because I know some coffees are more fruity and some of them have more of a caramel toffee kind of feel to them. So this is definitely the latter for me. I just think it is super sweet, super rich, super, I don't know, just amazing. It's a very nice like going out nighttime scent. I'm not doing a lot of that these days, you know, with everything going on in the world, but it's definitely comforting too to just sit at home, drink a hot cocoa, and relax in bed as well. So I just think this is super amazing, super versatile, and super beautiful as well. This bottle is everything. Also on this list, I have Zara's Gardenia. I don't know how many of you may or may not know, but this is actually a dupe for Black Opium. I actually got this long before I'd ever smelled Black Opium or got into collecting perfumes, and I had no idea that it was a dupe. I actually just smelled it on someone and loved it and got it as a gift. And I will say they do smell quite similar, but I don't want to talk too much about this or too much about the comparison between this one and Black Opium, because actually one of my coming videos, most likely my next video, is going to kind of be a review and comparison between this and Black Opium. So like the price point, the performance, the notes. What I will say is this one is definitely more floral and like dewy, whereas the other one is more of a rich gourmand, but they do smell quite similar. So I hope you guys are excited for that video coming up. The next fragrance I have for the daytime is Jo Malone's Velvet Rose and Oud. Now the rose in here is incredible. It is very rich, jammy, delicious. It's kind of the rose that you would get in like confectionery goods, you know, like in a jam or like a rose macaroon, like that kind of like flavor of rose that you get more so than smelling a fresh rose. And the oud in here is very rich, sweet, warm, and comforting, and the two of them together just make this such a rich, classy, expensive smelling, just gorgeous scent. I absolutely love this. I like it for the daytime because when you're walking in the cold and you have like a turtleneck on or you have a scarf and you spray this on there, that warmth that you feel as you're breathing in, even if your skin is hitting the cold air, it is just such a comforting scent to have on in the daytime in the winter. I absolutely love it. It is so beautiful, and a little goes a long way. I've been using this for a while and there's not that much gone, if you can see right there. So I love Jo Malone fragrances, and this is one of my absolute favorites. My last daytime winter fragrance is Kayali's Elixir 11. Now, this kind of has a similar rose to the rose in the Velvet Rose and Oud, except this one is combined with some floral notes, I believe jasmine and patchouli, as well as red apple. So this is a very crisp, fruity, rosy, rich, expensive smelling fragrance. It is perfect for the daytime because it has that little bit of a fruitiness to it, but it also has that richness and that kind of warmth that you crave in the wintertime, and I just think it is absolutely incredible. And layering this with a vanilla scent especially makes it super, super yummy. Now moving on to my nighttime picks. The first one is Insolence Eau de Parfum by Guerlain. This has the beautiful candied violet notes, it has powdery notes, it has vanilla, so it has a little bit of that richness from the vanilla, and the powdery notes add a soft, sweet vibe to it, and then the candied violets add an aspect of like sparkle and, you know, those like beautiful twinkly feeling that you kind of get in the winter time. So I absolutely love this. I like spraying this onto my pajamas or onto my pillow. It's not super heavy, so it's really nice to fall asleep to, but it really gives me those like sugar plum fairies dancing in the twinkling lights kind of vibes. And speaking of fairies, my final fragrance of the video and my final nighttime scent in this video is Snow Fairy by Lush. This is a body spray, not a perfume, but it actually has pretty good performance, and I definitely wanted to include this. I had heard about the Snow Fairy scent all throughout growing up. I would watch Lush hauls, and everyone would talk about this in the wintertime, and I like learned recently that Lush did fragrances, so I looked into this and I could never find it. And then recently I saw Chantel Tiffany do a video, a Lush haul actually, and she mentioned this, and I was like, oh, so they do make a spray of this. I wonder why I can't find it. And then I realized that they only sell this in the winter time. So I mean, that kind of on its own qualifies this to be in this video, along with this cool bottle. I really like it actually. A lot of people might think it's kind of strange, but I think it looks really cool. But the other reason is because this fragrance also gives me those sparkly, twinkly, just light, airy, fresh, and magical vibes in the evening. This is a really good room spray, good pillow spray, good pajama spray, good hair spray, just anywhere that you would like a soft kiss of a cotton candy, bubblegum, sugary, just puff in the air. It is just absolutely delicious and amazing, and my whole family loves it, and I just think it's actually one of my favorite things that I've discovered this year. Now that I'm thinking about it, I definitely want to check out more of Lush's body sprays and more of their perfumes, and it is an incredibly good value for money. This is 200 milliliters and it was like $30, so an incredible deal for the amount you're getting, and it does last quite a long time. Definitely you'll wake up in the morning smelling this. What this also made me realize, this along with the Insolence Eau de Parfum, is that in the winter, in the nighttime, I tend to prefer the sweeter, more tart, fruity, sparkly, light, airy scents, whereas in the day, I prefer the richer, warmer, more gourmand scents. Now, you'd think this would be the other way around, or at least in most people's experience that I hear about, it's the other way around, but I think for me, when I'm going out and doing stuff throughout the day and it's cold, I like that super warm, rich comfort of having a super warm and rich fragrance around me. Whereas in the evening, when I'm already warmed up, I have a cup of tea, I just took a hot shower, and I'm in warm PJs in my blanket, I like something a little bit lighter and a little bit more magical to drift off to sleep to. Kind of a long ramble, but I hope you get what I mean. So yeah, you guys, those are my absolute favorite fragrances to wear in the wintertime thus far. Hopefully I will make a couple more discoveries at least before this year is over. But for now, these are my picks. Please let me know down in the comments below what your favorite fragrances for the winter are, and if you have any recommendations for me. I love your recommendations. I keep them in a list. I'm definitely going to ask for those for my birthday, which is actually super close to Christmas, and hopefully maybe review them for you guys. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate all your love and support. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to everyone who subscribed to my channel. I actually recently hit 100 subscribers, which I don't think I've made a video since before I hit it, but I recently hit it, and honestly that means the absolute world to me to have that many people that support me. I never thought my channel would get there, so I really appreciate you guys and your sweet comments and like just your interaction, and all those things are what keeps me like super motivated to be in this space. And I'm so thankful that this community is so welcoming and so lovely. So yes, thank you guys so much for everything that you do, and I hope you have a beautiful day, beautiful winter season, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.